Here we are, guys, back for another episode of Live TV where reality sucks with me, Ty, the classic man, and my boy, Amazing Cal.
What's going on, world? How we doing? How's everything happening?
How's everybody doing? How was your week? You know, what's been going on? I don't know what's been going on with you, Cal.
Oh man, so funny. So much has been going on. Did you see that storm that's happening? You know what I'm saying?
That's tearing up this world right now.
Exactly.
Really
that's
is.
What's really happening. You know what the thing is? My children are actually out there because they on a cruise, in the Bahamas and everything.
Get out of here.
I'm so serious. So they're out there, so I'm a little worried about that. But I spoke to them today and everything. I FaceTimed them and everything. So I'm quite happy, you know what I'm saying? They're all right. And, you know, the boat is just detouring. They're going to stay out there for another day in the Bahamas. So, you know, but everybody that has family out there in Puerto Rico, everybody that has family out there in Florida, all over the world, we just thank you. We're just praying for y'all. We're praying for y'all because, you know, the storm is tearing up so many things in this path. I thought 38 people died, or has there been more? 38 people has died, you know what I'm saying, through this storm. Irma, or something like that. So the storm is catastrophic. It's a catastrophic. It's a Category 5 storm.
You know, I was thinking today. Somebody posted on Facebook today about the one that hit Puerto Rico, and they were saying how it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean?
What? The storm that just passed?
Puerto Rico, yeah.
Just
there
now?
was one, and not many people got hurt or something like that. The one just passed. I was like, all right, that's cool, but you know, I grew up in hurricanes. You know what I mean? There's not much you can do besides, you know, ride it out. And you know, a lot of times it's more fear than it is actually, because you don't know what's going to happen. No matter how much the media has a way of putting fear in you, about what's really going to happen.
That's true.
And they don't really know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? And I posted on my Facebook today. I don't believe nothing until I see it. You know what I mean? You can tell me.
How about warning signs?
Warning signs?
How about warning signs? If they say a tornado is here in New York City.
Yeah, but no matter what you do, that tornado is coming.
It's coming, but can we get out the way?
You can get out of the way as much as you can, and people can, you know, try to say, you know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to do. But I'm just saying that it's coming,
right?
And you know what tornadoes do. So now what we have to do is get prepared for what's the aftermath.
Exactly. So
I mean, and we're never prepared for the aftermath.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Okay.
I mean, this is what I'm trying to get at, because
okay.
We know these countries, and even our own states in our country have these hurricanes every year. You know what I mean? It's just a point about what category it is, whether it's a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and you know, or 6. You know what I mean?
Correct.
It depends on what it is when it hits that part of that town or that country. You know what I mean?
Understood.
So with that being said, we're not prepared for the aftermath. You know what I mean? Because now, you know, look at, you know, if they were prepared for what was the catastrophe that was going to happen in Texas,
right?
If they were prepared for this, they would have had something to do when this all happened. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. We're never, you know what I'm saying, actually getting prepared. As well.
You don't need to get prepared, because we know this happened.
We're more reactive.
Right.
And that's what we do, you know what I'm saying? We try to get prepared as best as we can, but you know what I'm saying, we as people of habit, creatures of habit, we always are reacting. We do the best we can.
Right.
As well, and that's something that we do. Yeah.
Well, the best we can. I mean, that's not the best we can, because we know these things are happening.
Yeah.
And that's what you know, and that's what the best we can. Okay, the best we can do is.
Tell me the best we can do.
Well, we did save some people.
Right.
Put them in places where they can, you know, be for the night. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then that got flooded. You know what I mean? You saw the pictures of when the stadium got flooded.
What you talking about, the church?
Yeah. No, was it the church or the stadium? Because there was a stadium.
You talking about Houston?
Yeah.
Okay, the church.
Was it the church?
The church.
It was the church.
The church.
Oh, I thought it was.
I know what you're talking about. You talking about
it was a gym.
It could have been that. It could have had a lot of things. The church when Joel Austin got blasted.
I don't know.
It was all over Twitter.
Yeah, I didn't even know this was happening. But
right.
Yeah, we just got to be prepared, because I don't think that we're prepared or trying to be better prepared for these catastrophes, because that's what they are. Because now we got to spend millions and millions and billions of dollars to get these states back to where they were,
right,
or at least halfway where they're at. You know, in 6 months. You know what I mean?
It's gonna take more than that.
It's gonna take more than that. But it's either 6 months they've done some.
I think so many lives have been devastated, and I think only thing we can do is, you know, to reach out and help much as we can, keep them in prayer, because it's just more than prayer. We have to actually do something, you know. And I believe, you know, saying prayer works, but you know, prayer without works is dead.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I believe we're praying for people. I believe doing all we can. You know, I was thinking about that. If I wasn't working, they were saying they was taking volunteers and stuff like that. I said just to be out there,
you know, doing something.
To help somebody.
Do
I don't
something.
care if I make a difference in 2 people or 1 person. Like I always say, I'm so concerned about the minute. at the end of the day. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Than the majority, because you know, helping one family changes so many lives as well, and that's something, you know, we definitely have to do. And this storm is a Category 5. It is affecting so many people. It's tearing up homes. It's tearing up, you know what I'm saying, lives.
Lives. I mean,
that's a key
livelihoods.
thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to think somebody lost their mother, and that mother was somebody's sister, and that sister was somebody's wife as well. You know what I'm saying? So it not just hits one family, but it tears up families. And when we look at that, you know what I'm saying, that era, I mean, it's sad. It's very sad, you know, so many storms. And so many things people post about this storm, you know, whether it be religious rhetoric or whether it be, you know what I'm saying, scientific rhetoric, we just don't know.
Right.
At the end of the day, I heard somebody say something that was so foolish, oh, this is God punishing the world. That is, I disagree with that.
No, that's just Mother Nature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just what happens in this, you know, that's what.
And I
that's
do believe,
what-
I
you know what I
I
mean?
believe this. I think, you know what I'm saying, it has a lot to do, you know what I'm saying, with us as people, how we treat the world. And what I mean by that, you know what I'm saying, damage, you know what I'm saying, this drilling our resources, doing certain things to the earth as well as that.
Not
Like
worried
I've
about
always
global
said-
warming.
Exactly. Like I said, you know, if we damage, you know what I'm saying, your body, if you damage, you know what I'm saying, the earth, you know what I'm saying, when you live at, of course certain things are going to happen as well as that. Do I know the effect? No, I'm not a scientist at the end of the day, but there have been so many warning signs. There has been so many signs that, you know what I'm saying, that they have been telling us for years and years and years to come, with the polar caps melting, you know what I'm saying, with the ocean flood rising 3-4 inches. That's a huge enormous amount, 4 inches. We may think it's nothing for 4 inches of water, but that's the ocean sea level as well. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
As well, and we just continue, you know what I'm saying, not paying attention, you know what I'm saying, to the signs and to what we're doing, because we live in this state of mind of liberty.
Or invisibility.
Yeah, that's the right word. Liberty and invisibility. You know what I'm saying? We think we're free as well as that. Okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
It's the truth. You know, reality sucks, but it's just what it is. You know, it's just like New York. You know, New York City go through snowstorms every year.
Right, but
You know
how
what I
do you
mean?
notice New York City? The snowstorms are getting less. It's not as bad. Do you remember what? Snowstorms used to be worse.
Where we at?
It-
Are we in the same city?
Yeah, snowstorms used to be worse 30 years ago.
Oh yeah, maybe 30 years ago. But I'm just saying the ones that we had lately were bad too.
No, that's not bad compared to what.
When they shut the city down.
Are you kidding me? That wasn't nothing. That wasn't nothing.
It was nothing. That
It
was
was
nothing.
nothing.
Well, which one was it? Because we
I
got
remember the
two of
snowstorm
them.
in 1995.
I remember that.
Where they was hiring people to chip ice, sanitation.
Remember the one in 2006, 2005, 2008?
I think it was.
That was
Something. And these are huge factors of, you know what I'm saying, inclements of the weather that's
in these states
happening.
that's been happening for years, but they're not prepared for. They're not doing anything more to prepare for it. I mean, because you know, yeah, they'll clear the streets for like the main streets. You know what I mean? And the white neighborhoods, as I like to call it, because I've seen both sides of the fence. You know what I mean? Because I was living in the West Village and I saw, and I was like, so this is how they do. This is how they do it. They clear the streets down here, and
Right.
you know, people.
It looked like it don't even snow down there.
What?
And I was like, it looked like it don't even snow where I work at.
What?
Downtown, you like, then you start coming uptown, up to Harlem before Harlem got gentrified, and it's like, whoa, it snowed up here. You know what I'm saying? But you know, people, I mean, they spend more money. You know what I'm saying? Economical resources.
And then
down
what
there.
really kills me is people want to donate money. Yeah, people want to donate money. They got millions and millions and billions of dollars. You know what I mean? Because they can take care of the catastrophe on their own and not even put a dent in their money. I mean, but they want to give just a little bit. You know what I mean? Just to help the problem. No, solve the problem.
How
You know what I
solve
mean?
the problem? What do
Because
mean
you give them money. Because this country, they said that Texas is going to need what $5 billion to rebuild
I
or
guess.
something like that.
I don't know. They're gonna need some money.
My point exactly. Somebody has $5 billion they can spare to give this to this state. You know what I mean? If they really want to help the problem. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But I think the key word you said, help the problem, not fix the problem.
No, fix the problem.
So
They
you want-
can fix the problem.
So you want them to fix the problem,
Yeah.
not help be a partaker of the problem.
No, they
Help
can be
them.
a help and all that too. But go ahead and you got the money, give it.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I had $5 billion, if I had $20 billion, and this happened in my state, I'm giving my state the money to fix the problem.
Okay.
Because
It's not as easy as you think, Tyler.
it is.
It's not.
I
don't agree. I don't
I wouldn't
agree.
even tell people so hard about it
You
because
know
I
what I'm
want to know.
saying? It's what's so hard about who you want. You say you want to. This is the key thing. You say you want to give the $5 billion. Who? To who,
Okay, so
buddy?
I'm gonna call the person who's the head of
I'm
the
not
state.
talking to you.
You know what I mean?
This
We're
conversation
gonna
is
make
crazy.
this work. There's
Okay.
a board. There's somebody
There's a
there.
board.
There's a board we can call. Say, hey,
Okay.
we need to fix this problem. How do we fix this problem?
And you know your money's, and you want to stand there, monitor your money, and make sure every bit, every dime goes
If
according.
that's what I need to do, that's what I need to do.
Time
Yeah.
stop.
Come on, Kyle. Why can't I do that?
Okay,
What's the
good
problem?
stuff. You know what I'm
Can I
saying?
do
Good
that?
stuff.
Can I do that?
No, you can't.
Why?
But
Why
listen
can
to
I
this.
do that?
Toya, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you,
Why
baby.
can I do that though?
You
I
know?
don't know why I can't do it.
Okay.
If you don't want to tell me, somebody else tell me.
All right,
Send me a message or something.
you can see what's happening. I'm saying, time after time when people donate money and stuff like that, as well. You see
Okay.
that happening. You see
Yeah.
that happening on a daily basis. So I think your question is answered as well as that. Like, come on,
Right.
somebody's crooked. You know why they're crooked? Because they filled with people like us. And what? We're flawed creatures. At the end of the day,
You're right.
And that's what that looks at.
It's okay. Then you know what I will do now?
What you would do now?
I will go take a team.
You gonna take a
I'm
team?
gonna get my own team. Go down there. We're
Okay.
gonna do some stuff and
I
get the
hear
people
you.
that want to work and do it with
It's
us.
not- I don't believe it's so easy like that.
I think it is. I mean,
more power to you.
I want to believe that it is.
There's nothing
anyway.
wrong. I believe.
You
I'm
know what
with
I mean?
you.
I know that it's not like that, but I want to be optimistic about it. Can I be optimistic?
I'm optimistic.
So I
with
like
you.
optimistic.
But you know, what's the show? What's the name of the show though?
Reality sucks.
There you go.
Reality.
You know what I'm saying? There you go. I want to know what's the name of the show.
This is the whole reason why we got this show, because reality sucks. That you know, as easy as I say it, it can't really happen.
Exactly. And,
You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
whole, and you know what I appreciate about the show that we started this, you know, that platform just to talk about things that's happening in the
Regular
world.
stuff.
Positive stuff.
Regular positive stuff that we
Positive
can
stuff,
do.
inspirational stuff, things that's going to change somebody's mind, change the way people may think. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a key point. But just recently, Ty, you know what I'm saying? This show has been reached all the way down to Maryland now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've heard. And they've been saying, you know, hey, I see you in your bootleg show.
I know it's-
Negative energy. And you know what I'm saying? And I think people
I had
always
somebody from Australia watching, and they was like, "We love the show."
Exactly.
Look at
I look at that, but you know, you always going to get the good and the good and the bad. But you know what I'm saying? But you know what the key thing is? The person that said something negative, they took the time out to watch the show. So what does that say about us? You know what I'm saying? We're reaching everybody. We're reaching the positive. We're reaching the negative. I just think, you know what I'm saying, that you took the time out to watch it as well. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Because at the end of the day, people, you know what I'm saying, will not celebrate. I found out people will not celebrate your happiness.
Oh no,
As well as that.
No,
You know, we see it on
No,
TV.
no.
I got you. We see it on TV every day. But when it actually starts happening to you, it's a whole different thing.
a whole
You know what I'm
different
saying? I was like, oh, snap, that's crazy. People
this
don't
is-
like
and
the
this is,
happiness.
and this is what we were talking about a couple of shows earlier.
Yeah.
About, you know what I mean, this is the problem with people. A lot of, at least I would say our people,
Our
because
people.
this is why we can't get along with each other, because we can't stand somebody else doing something good.
Doing something
you know
good.
what I mean, and positive. And rather than say, hey, how did you do that? Can you help me or show me how to do it? They rather just talk negative
Or just
about
appreciate
it. Or just
you.
appreciate
Or just
it.
applaud you for doing something
good
different.
and positive.
And be like, hey,
and
you know what I'm saying,
positive,
keep on.
and positive.
And that's the thing about it. It's like, you know, it's like that sometimes I think crabs in the barrel.
Because somebody came up to me today and was like, dude, good show, man.
Exactly. You know,
Guys,
but you know
keep
who?
doing what
But
you're
you know
doing.
who tuned in? And I got to shout his name. Positive K. Positive K from I Got a Man.
No way.
He tuned in on
Get
the
outta
show.
here.
He commented on the show. If you look at it, he
Yeah, yeah,
commented.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And that's the thing about it. You know, it's like, wow, we're reaching this type of, you know what I'm saying? And he's not even my friend on Facebook. He's my friend on Instagram.
Okay.
And we're reaching this type, you know what I'm saying, of the majority of people. Somebody, they like what we're saying. They like what we're doing. And that's a great thing. I believe in positive. I believe in moving forward. I
That's
believe in
it.
being progressive.
That's
And
it.
me and my friend Jim, we was talking about something that Steve Harvey said. And he brought up something, you know what I'm saying, that I'm always doing. And that's what, that's what got this negative attention. He was talking about the 3 P's. He was talking about protect, protect, providing, and he was also talking about professing. And he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, that right there, doing that with a woman. So, you saw me on Facebook now, you see posting pictures of me and my lady Latoya, as well as that, and I'm professing how much I care for her at the end of the day. But one thing we do with our lady, we protect, and another thing we do is provide. That right there, and I'm not doing it, I'm saying, to get 100 likes or to get 1,000
No,
likes.
of course not.
As well as that, I'm doing it because I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it because, you know what I'm saying, I celebrate. You know, sometimes we gotta celebrate love.
You gotta
At the
celebrate
end
it.
of the day.
If you don't celebrate it, hey, what's the point
Exactly.
of having it?
But you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you saw the picture because you're on the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They said Kim K broke the internet.
Yeah, he did.
They said
Kyle broke the internet.
They said Kim K broke the internet. What's the other girl name? They said Amber Rose broke the internet. But it seems like me and Latoya broke the internet.
I think you did too, because I was like, hey, I want to go hang out with them. Shit, they was everywhere. I was like, what?
Screenshots went out. Everything when I went out all the way to Virginia, and they were so concerned about us. The only thing we're doing is having fun, enjoying one another,
That's it.
caring for one another. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, adoring one another.
That's what
and
you're supposed to do.
People, you know what I'm saying, say, "Oh my goodness, they have so much negative to say." But moving forward from all that, the positive that people have, you know what I'm saying, poured in, you know what I'm saying, on the thing. I mean, one of my friends, you know what I'm saying, from since we was 3rd grade, he said, "Man, black love at its best."
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
That's nice.
He said black love at its
Thank
best.
you. What was his name?
Willie Ingram.
Willie Ingram. Appreciate
He
that.
said black love at its best. You know what I'm saying? It started from PS46 when we was in public school back in the 3rd and the 4th grade.
Okay.
And that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? You have to celebrate love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? One thing, like I said, I'm just happy, I'm enjoying it, you know what I'm saying? And to me, it's about time. At the end of the day, let's make this happen. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take over this.
No, today is you. It's you
It's
today.
me. It's not me today.
It's you today.
It's me
I'm
today.
playing off you today.
You playing
Come on
off me
now.
today?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just happy. But thanks for everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? It's been awesome, man. What's it, our 8th show?
No, I think it's our 9th or 10th show.
Okay,
actually.
9th or 10th show,
Yeah.
and we see the audience. We're pulling in about 300, 400 viewers, and
Which I like, and guys, I'm glad you guys are watching.
And
I
people
still
that's not
hope
even
you-
my friend. Somebody from my job looked at us.
I hope you guys are out there doing your positive things to the rest of the world too, because that's the only way we can make this world better. It ain't gonna get no better unless we do positive things and help each other.
You know?
Because that's what we strive to do, and make life better tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of life, making things
I
better
agree with
tomorrow.
Because right actions doesn't change, you know what I'm saying, bad thinking. You know what I'm saying? You can do something right, but if your thinking is still corrupt, and if your thinking is messed up at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I don't care
Still.
what you do, you got to change this. You got to change the way you think, the way you perceive certain things at the end of the day. And you know what I'm saying? It's going to get so much better. And that's how I see it, though. I definitely see it, man. It's been so great, man. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
great.
We had an amazing week, man.
You did?
Yeah, I had an amazing week.
That's
you know what I'm
awesome.
saying? Everything was good, man.
Yeah,
How
I
was
was
your week,
just,
man?
chill- I
You know
was
what I'm
just
saying?
chilling. I was chilling.
What you did this week, man?
This week I did nothing. I just chilled because I've been working this whole
you
month
been
like a
doing a lot of
dog.
doubles?
So I just had like a 5 days of just sleeping.
Oh man, I can't sleep
It was
that
like-
long.
not
5
5
days?
days of just sleeping, but it's 5 days of watching good tennis. And see, because U.S. Open is on, and we got 4 American girls in the semifinal.
Right.
So as American is going to win the U.S. Open. I don't know how many tennis fans are out
Angry,
there that
thank
are
you for
watching.
tuning in. We appreciate
I'm
you.
a big tennis fan. My boy Federer lost last night.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You was advertising some U.S. Open tickets recently.
Yeah, so one of my guests gave me a free ticket. I couldn't go because I was working.
Wow.
And I had box seats, food, drinks, everything was free.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. It was awesome. It happens every now and then.
Wow.
And then we also had one of, I guess I didn't even ask, but I guess I'll tell you about it next week. I have to ask talk to somebody.
But you know what I really want to talk about?
What's
Something
that?
you said.
What's that?
And we never got it back to that.
Oh, here we go.
Man.
Now the show is about to really start.
There's something you said, and we gonna let you
I
off
know
the
what
hook.
you. I know what you gonna talk
So
about.
I'll bring it up.
All right,
You
so
know what
I
I'm
post
saying?
something. No, let me go ahead. 'Cause
Yeah.
Let me put myself out there.
Put
then
yourself out there.
You can run. You can
'Cause
drag
I'ma
me.
take-
You can drag me through the mud.
I'ma drag you through the mud on that one.
And just go ahead and knock myself down.
Okay.
And then he can just
I
drag
want
me.
you to- I want to know what
Just
you
can drag
said.
me through the mud. So I said black people are more racist.
Say it again,
Anybody-
say it slower.
Black folks are more racist than anybody else.
Why do you say that?
I say that because we do more bad things to ourselves than what anybody else can do to us.
So we harm ourselves.
We harm ourselves.
So that's being racist.
No, because it's not being racist. It's not, and I
you said-
realized later that it's not really being racist. It's being more bigot. What was the? Oh man, I had the word.
Be self-inflict.
No,
ourselves?
it was another word.
Okay, that's bigger don't mean that.
Ah, no, it wasn't that.
Okay.
Prejudice.
Prejudice.
There was another word.
Okay.
God, I can't think of the
Whatever
word.
you may think it may be.
Yeah.
Whether it be self-inflicted, whether it be bigotry, you know what I'm saying, anything else. Why do you think this happened? You think we just woke up and wanted to do stuff to ourselves? Or you think it's something that has been placed in us, you know what I'm saying, from back then? Because we just didn't wake up doing that. Well, keep going. Look what's happening.
That's a
to
good
us.
question.
Look what's happening.
I mean, I don't really preferably know.
Look what, you know what I'm saying? But look what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Look what we're seeing. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think, you know what I'm saying, we talk about black love? Why do you think we talk about black power? Why do you think we talk about, you know what I'm saying, so much black excellence at its best? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that has came abroad? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever been held down, you know what I'm saying, for, you know what I'm saying, for 50 or 40 or 60 years? We talking about people, you know what I'm saying, that has gone through slavery. You say get over slavery. How can I get over slavery? How can I get over my past if my past reflects my future? How can I'm saying, if the past is still happening in my future right now, how can you tell me to get over that? You know what I'm saying? And slavery looks different today. You know what I'm saying? You have to look at that. You know what I'm saying? What we call it modern day slavery as well. You know what I'm saying? They keep you working numerous amounts of hours, paying you minimum wage, where you're not able, you know what I'm saying, only to afford, you know what I'm saying, the necessities and barely can't afford to pay rent, as well as that, where they give you $11, $12 an hour when your rent is $2,000. How can you know what I'm saying, afford to pay that? And then they give you, you know what I'm saying, what we call HUD, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, low income housing, when they give you 20 units in an apartment building and hope you find lucky enough to be in it, it's called Florida's lottery. So how can you say, you know what I'm saying, racism, you know what I'm saying, yeah, racism is at its best, but racism didn't start with us. You know what I'm saying? We might be reacting to what, you know what I'm saying, we're doing.
Right. Okay.
It may be implanted in us, you know what I'm saying, and we duplicate it, you know what I'm saying, because, you know what I'm saying, it could be like, oh, I'm gonna get you now. It could be like people like you at the end of the day who say that, you know what I'm saying, and then somebody else runs with that. Because we see, you know what I'm saying, look at black on black crime. Okay. Look at, you know what I'm saying, people killing, look at us killing one another. How did it get that way? How did it get that way?
How did it get that way?
Low power.
How did it get that way?
What you mean, how did it get that way?
How did it get that way?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Let's take 20 or 30 years, you know what I'm saying, from you know, when you look at it. 20, 30 years ago, you know what I'm saying, we look at, you know what I'm saying, whether, you know what I'm saying, when crack invaded, you know what I'm saying, the 80s and, you know what I'm saying, in the late 70s and the 80s, you know what I'm saying, it affected mothers, it affected fathers, you know what I'm saying, crack, you know what I'm saying, came on, but who put crack, you know what I'm saying, in, you know what I'm saying, in the projects, who put crack, you know what I'm saying, in, you know what I'm saying, in these low income communities at the end of the day. So it tore across families at the end of the day. It broke up families, it broke us, you know what I'm saying, mothers and fathers, you know what I'm saying. So you look at that, so you know what I'm saying, now you had the parents, you know what I'm saying, raising kids, you know what I'm saying, that was already, you know what I'm saying, doing self-afflicted, like you said, to themselves, and now the children, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, are out there wondering. I don't mean wonder, I mean they're out there scattered. So how do you look at that? Come on now.
You know,
so looking at that from that point of view, you know what I'm saying, as well as that, and then now we get up.
But you know, the funny though, because you're going to add on to that, because it's the funny thing about that drug thing you just said, because you know, yeah, the white folks brought this shit into our, excuse my French, but they brought this into our neighborhoods, right, into our families and all that,
and
right?
The Uncle Tom,
but
and the black people,
let's hold that. But then they put all the black men selling it in jail. You know what I mean? So it made the population bigger, and that's why these boys don't have daddies, and all, you know, and the girls don't have daddies at home.
That's powerful.
You know what I mean? So
think about what you just said. Think about what you just keep that though.
No.
Father, they took the black men away. They took the men away from their families. Okay.
From their kids.
What did they do in the 1865? 1860, they stripped, you know what I'm saying, the black woman, the black man, you know what I'm saying, from their family, the white men impregnate, you know what I'm saying, the women and stuff like that, and why the black men had to watch and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying, they demoted their self-esteem.
Right.
Come on now.
Said, but then we turn around and be like, oh, he's a drug dealer. Yeah, but why is he a drug dealer? How did he become a drug dealer? Because before crack and all that was in the neighborhood, what were they doing before that? You know what I mean? Besides selling weed, and weed ain't nothing that's gonna kill nobody. It ain't gonna make you go out there and steal nothing. You know what I mean?
No,
you know what I mean? I'm just saying. Unless you're a real fiend. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying. We
how
gotta
about
really.
No narcotics?
No narcotics. How about that?
That's what I just. How about no narcotics?
Let's say none.
No, so let's say none
because there wouldn't have been none besides alcohol.
Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and that's a chemically dependent, you know what I'm saying, drug as well.
Yeah, but so, you know, that's this is how this epidemic came, and this is how we became where we at now. So now,
what are we doing to get it better?
I mean,
It's stuttering.
I'm trying to understand it. Is there a way? How do we get it better? How do we?
You're doing it right now?
Well, we're trying to do it right now, but
you're talking about it.
Right.
You're exposing it.
Right, and that's another thing. I mean, people are you talking about stuff to other people? Are you talking to people, you know what I mean? Are you talking to your friends and your family, or are you talking to people that you go to work with about these issues that's going on in this world? Because I can't believe that we all working around people that don't really care about this world and
Some
what's
people
going
really
on.
don't care about themselves.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I can't believe that we work around people like that. You know what I mean? And that people don't
really
care
about
you know
themselves.
So
they profess they do.
So
they
with
wear
that being
T-shirts
said,
about
I'm like,
they do, but they don't.
Well, what do we, you know, because like I said, if I can take off of work right now and go down there and help somebody in Texas, that's what I would do.
Right.
I mean, I would.
And and the thing about it in Texas, they was flying people out, they was flying people out, and they're gonna supply you with all the needs you can just to help somebody, and that's
and
great.
I would go.
I felt the same way.
I would go.
I felt the same way, and that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? How can we change one family lives? I might not can't change 100, but if I could change one or two,
I'm
you know what I'm saying?
good.
Then I did it. You know what I'm saying? Then I was successful.
I'm good. That was good.
That was
That's all you
successful.
gotta do.
And I think, you know what I'm saying, the worst thing we do, you know what I'm saying, and it happens so much, once we do a good deed and talk about it, the deed becomes dead as well. If you got to talk about what you did, then, you know what I'm saying, it becomes dead, it becomes another thing because you did it for show. I'd rather do things behind closed doors and nobody see what I do. You know, and that's what I believe, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. But if I could have helped somebody, you know what I'm saying, in that aspect,
somebody saw
that
me
right there
helping.
was good to me.
It's so funny because somebody saw me helping somebody one day.
Right.
There's a couple of bums that hang around where I work every day, and I see them all the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Unfortunate people.
Yeah, unfortunate people, and then, you know, it's like, hey, you know, every now and then I give them $3,
Right.
or you know,
Something.
buy some food,
Whatever you can
something like
do.
that, whatever I can do, and I do it. You know, if he's there every day I see him. That's what I give him, and it's,
Right.
you know. We never talk about it, just keep going, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then this one guy saw me doing it, he was like, hey, dude, that's really nice of you. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know, it's just somebody, you know, somebody has to do it, you know what I mean? And I'm glad, and I'm one of those people that's willing to do it. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I agree with that 100%. I think, you know what I'm saying, that's the first step and the first aspect of doing anything, you know what I'm saying, is putting yourself out there. Is actually, you know what I'm saying, becoming, you know what I'm saying, actually becoming what you want, you know what I'm saying, to reflect. And you have to become that. You can't say, well, I'm waiting for this person to do this, or I'm waiting, you know what I'm saying, for this guy or the government to do it. Become what you want to see at the end of the day. Because if you could become what you want to see, somebody else is watching you. There's always somebody watching, so become what you want.
Because somebody is watching, and they will help.
Somebody is watching? Okay, that's country, man.
You know, it's not like somebody's watching, but somebody's seeing you're good and what you do.
I agree with that 100%.
Somebody told me the other day,
Let me tell you.
you can't take a day off from work. So you go to shit when you're in here. Yeah, I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you can't take a day off. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, you can't. I was like, no way. He's like,
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it.
and that's not a bad thing. It's just a good thing. You know what I mean? It's
It
a
is a
good
great thing because people, you know what I'm saying, people enjoy your personality. People enjoy who you
service,
are.
you know what I mean? That's what,
you know, and that's the thing about it. You know,
provide.
it's that energy that we bring
work.
to the table.
Yeah, I mean, I go to work and give my 110% every day.
110?
110.
I like that.
110 every day. Not Monday.
Whatever.
Wednesday wasn't one of those days, though, I tell you that. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. Good thing we didn't do the show last night because I was not.
You was tired?
What?
I was tired too.
It was a hard day.
You know, I didn't go to sleep till like 1:30.
Yeah. It
At
was
1
a hard
o'clock.
one.
So
Yeah.
to my lady.
But yes, I mean, so we got to figure out. So we have to now look at the problem and now try to fix it. Come up with steps to make it better.
Okay.
And then actually put the steps in progress. Because I'm trying to figure. It's just like these steps they're gonna have to go through to put back together Texas. You know what I mean? They're gonna have a plan to put it back together, and then they're gonna put it back together, and then they're gonna make it work, and then that's how they're gonna do it. So this is what we need to do. You know what I mean? We got to start now planning out what we're gonna do. Because I know in 10 years, if we still living the way we live in this state, in this America, I don't know if I can live here anymore. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I want to be in this state.
How are we living? Because you
can't.
categorize everybody. How are we living? What are we doing?
This whole racism,
Racism is
you know
not
what I
going
mean?
nowhere. That's not going nowhere.
it's got to.
It's not.
It has to.
I'm sorry.
It is.
But it's not.
No, I'm saying
Where's it going to go?
maybe 10, 20 years.
Okay.
Because the kids that are growing up now are
Okay.
they're not growing up with that. They don't see, you know what I mean? It's not being taught.
It's not being taught.
It's not being taught as much as it has been in the
Okay.
past.
It's not being taught, but
And
it's
these
been
kids-
exposed. Taught
Yeah,
and
but
exposed to certain
these kids today don't see that. They don't see color. They see
What
a
they see?
person. They see a person.
Really?
They see a child.
You speak for all the children of the world?
Not all the children in the world, but I'm just saying
You
majority.
speak for the children of the
I'm telling you
community.
the majority.
You speak for the majority of your community.
Not my community.
About whoever's community.
Yeah.
You speak for the majority of people in Manhattan. You do?
No.
Okay. I just want to know. Because racism is, you know what I'm saying, I mean, they probably thought that like 50 years ago. And it's still here. And now they say, you know, has racism has came alive. No, it has not came
I
alive.
honestly gotta stop doing.
Huh? So,
I mean, a lot of people mad now.
about people, man.
And we gotta stop doing too. You know, they keep. So,
Say
who
that.
raises all these white kids that they don't like these black folks
Who
in
raises
America?
them?
Yeah. I mean, especially in New York.
Who
In New
raises
York,
them?
the rich white kids, who raises them?
Nannies?
Yeah, who are the nannies? What the nannies look like?
Stop that.
I'm just saying.
Stop that.
Answer my question.
Stop that.
Who the nannies you see?
I don't know.
In Midtown where you work,
I don't know.
who do you see
I don't know.
pushing those strollers down the street?
I don't know. I see people. Be Pacific. What are you saying? Oh my goodness, are you scared to say it? This is reality sucks. What are you
Because we're back in slavery again. You know what I mean? You see these black women or these African women push these white babies down the street, taking care of these kids that they're gonna hate the race, you know what I mean, of the people or whatever when they get older. I mean, this is most of
So
them
you're
don't.
saying they're teaching, you know what I'm saying, white kids have to become...
No.
What are you
Let me say,
saying,
because
man?
you know what? What I'm saying is,
Okay.
because when they get older, they
What?
talk to her like any other way they want to talk to her.
They do.
Like they talk to their mother. You know what I mean? That's what they do. So I've seen it. I know. This is what they do, and they let it. And mom and dad don't say nothing like, "Oh, you can't talk to her that way." No, nothing. Let it just ride.
I believe
Oh,
that.
he's a child. He's a kid.
The thing about that,
Really?
is, the thing about that, why there are, you know what I'm saying, people of that side, there are people of the opposite.
They are.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say it's a balance. I don't know if it's 50-50. But when I look at things, you know what I'm saying? You know, it could be 70-30, 60-40. But somebody's teaching some respect. I can't believe, you know what I'm saying, the whole culture has become, you know what I'm saying, so embedded and so dreaded, you know what I'm saying, with what you're saying as well.
It is, and that's why I'm
That's
talking
a big
about it
statement.
because
That's a huge statement.
It is.
Okay.
But it needs to be talked about.
Okay, hey, let's talk about it. I'm gonna be more blunt with it. You saying black nannies are teaching them? This is what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying black nannies are teaching.
Okay.
No. That's not what I'm
Okay.
saying. No,
What
no,
are
no,
you
no.
saying?
You misunderstood what I
Okay.
said. So what I was saying was, you have these black nannies taking care of these white kids that live in Midtown, Upper East Side, whatever you want to call, you know, Brooklyn. I mean, you know, everywhere now, and they have been doing it for years. But it's like slavery back then, you know, because that's who took care of the kids in the house when, you know, back in the 50s and the 60s,
Right.
or 40s or 30s.
Okay.
What I'm saying is,
So slavery
they're the
had
same
its
ones
best.
that raise those white kids, and then they talk to them when they become 10 and 12 and 13 years old, and they still taking care of the house. They talk to them like them, you know, any way they want to talk to them, and their mother and father don't say to them, "Hey, you can't talk to her like that." You know what I mean? She is you know, she's taking care of you, and she is an elder. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. You understand?
No, don't ask me. Ask them.
No,
They
because you
understand.
said I don't agree. That's what I'm. That's because you misunderstood what I was saying. So I want to
Okay.
make sure that that's what you misunderstood.
You know. It's
Yes
funny
or
dude.
no?
Yes, I agree with you, Tom.
Oh, see, here we go. Now you just don't agree.
I can't. You.
See, you know,
I can't agree
this
with you.
this is what you know. You can't.
Can I?
Can you?
I just did. As well. Okay, Tom. Look at you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
No, I'm just
today.
talking about reality. Reality sucks, and this is why
Reality
we.
does suck.
And this is what I like to. You know, this is what the reality is. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this off the top of my head. I'm talking about what I see
You told me what you have seen.
every day.
But and you know, and that's the thing we do in them every day. We see a couple of things.
So a couple of things. I see the majority. I'm saying.
Majority is a big word. We always talk about that.
Okay, no.
So
okay.
we see
the majority in this state. This state
that's
that
big.
I.
Woo! Let's talk about
I'm
that.
just saying.
So you have seen the majority of people in this state.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? Which is 8 billion people.
Neighborhoods,
You know what I'm
neighborhoods.
saying? So you have
Neighborhoods,
seen
neighborhoods.
So you have been in every neighborhood.
Not every neighborhood. I have lived in
So basically,
one,
what you're
two,
saying, Ty, is you have seen
two.
You have seen them saying a couple of people. You know what I'm saying? A couple of nannies. At the end
A
of the
couple?
Day, a couple. It could be 20 nannies. You know what I'm saying? They're probably, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Ty.
Here we go.
Come on, man.
20 nannies?
That's all
Come
you
on
see,
now.
brother.
Come on.
Let me ask you, and what
Really?
did you what did you do to change the situation?
What was I supposed to do?
I don't know. You tell me. Reality sucks. You tell
What
me.
you were supposed to do?
Why you didn't say something?
Say something like what?
Say. What you mean say
They
something?
gotta get paid. They gotta pay
But you know what
bills.
I'm saying? Hold on. If you saw somebody disrespecting, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I didn't see none
so-
of that. No,
so you didn't
I
see
didn't
nobody
see it. I didn't see
disrespecting.
that. I'm just saying.
So, but you say you saw the majority of people. You know what I'm saying? Nannies, and this happens, but you didn't. Now you say you didn't
Here we
see
go.
nothing.
Here
I'm
we
just,
go.
I'm just
Here we
confused. So
go.
now you didn't see nothing.
You see now. You see now. He done twisted my
Malcolm,
words
what's going
around.
on, man? I haven't
Now
seen
he
you
done
in
twisted
years.
my words
You know what I'm
around.
saying? I haven't seen what's going on. That's from the
He done-
W Hotel.
He don't twist my
What's
words
going
around.
on, champion?
trying to
How
make
you
me-
been?
Trying to make me say something I didn't say.
Welcome to our
I'm not gonna do
reality
that.
show.
But
Unscripted.
with that being said, okay. So
Toya, what you saying, baby?
New subject.
I can't even read Toya. What
New
Toya
subject.
saying?
I'm confused. So the parents of Caucasian children are being raised by their parents or nannies. Most of them are raised. A lot of them are raised by nannies. And like I said, when you walk around the city in New York City, you see a lot of it. Park Slope. You see it over here in Midtown. You'll see it on the Upper East Side. You'll see it on the Upper West Side. I mean, just it's crazy. And that is yes, but it's crazy that this is happening, you know what I mean? And we still, you know what I mean, still have racism in this world.
But how do you look at racism, Tom? Whether it's with the nannies, whether it's with, you know what I'm saying, whether it's with
I look
us.
at it everywhere. I look at it from every angle.
Racism is racism. At
is.
the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, how much you might want it to go away. If it hasn't gone away in over 400 years, as well as that, it's only going to continue to grow.
So I should
it's
just
only
give
going
up?
to change.
So
I
I
didn't
should
say
just
give
give
up.
up?
You know, you're missing the thing word. As long as racism don't embed you.
Oh yeah,
That's the thing about it. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? The
But I dislike it. But it
Okay,
puts so
it's
much.
good.
It puts so much.
But listen to this though.
But it puts so much.
But listen to that. But as long as it don't embed
inside
you,
me when I see
at
it,
the end
it's
of the day,
just,
racism is grown. It's like the boat. The boat is only affected when the water gets inside of it. You know what I'm saying? It's only when the element, you know what I'm saying, that surround the boat, you know what I'm saying, continues to go inside the boat, then the boat gets affected and the boat begins to sink. Long as, you know what I'm saying, the boat stays on its course at the end of the day and keep, you know what I'm saying, on going, then that's how it, you know what I'm saying, the boat still stays afloat. The boat only begins to sink, you know what I'm saying, when the water gets inside. So let's put it this way. Racism, you know what I'm saying, or evil, negative thoughts only begins, you know what I'm saying, to corrupt you when it allows to get inside you. So when it gets inside you, it starts to deteriorate you and it starts to make you go down. Not go down, you know what I'm saying, in the natural form, but it goes down, you know what I'm saying, in the morality. It makes you go down in the physical form as well, and it decreases your character. People have said this, and I agree with this 100%. You only, you know what I'm saying, you could have, if you don't have the right attitude, you know what I'm saying, it will always lower your altitude. Having the wrong attitude, you know what I'm saying, lowers your altitude. You cannot go higher, you know what I'm saying, in life with the wrong attitude as well. You will only decrease, you know what I'm saying, and cease to exist. Most people are existing but not living. So when you look at that from that perspective, you have to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Are you living or are you existing? Some people, you know what I'm saying, we used to call them walking dead. You know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. But you know what I'm saying, you have to keep on, you know what I'm saying, living. Most people, you know what I'm saying, are not living today, are not enjoying the life. You cannot live the same life 75 times in 1 year and call that life. You know what I'm saying? Because you're only doing is, you know what I'm saying, is living like you're in the Matrix or something. Like, what are you, Keanu Reeves? Are you the one? You know what I'm saying? What's going on here? But you have to look at it from this perspective. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing to change your cycle? What are you doing to break the cycle at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Become original. Don't be basic at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You cannot be basic.
That's what somebody said to me today.
And that holds so much weight. How are you basic? You doing, you know what I'm saying? You go to work, come home, go to sleep, go back and do it 5 to 6, 7 times a day as well. Where did we break up the monopoly? Are you happy what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? Are you ecstatic what you're doing as well?
That's what I always say. On the weekends, you have the weekends off. You got 2 days.
Forget this. Let's take it further. Take it further. You only have 2 days off? Okay. Are you not happy, you know what I'm saying, get out of work? Are you happy? Okay, right. Are you not happy when you get out of work?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're off work now, you're happy, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
You're making the best, you know what I'm saying, best of this, you know what I'm saying, we can.
That's what you
know
do.
What I'm saying? Have to have enjoyment.
Gotta have enjoyment.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I say, those 2 days,
live.
but those 2 days, you know, you have 1 day of rest and 1 day to do something. I mean, and make the best of those 2 days that you can do. The best you're going to do resting and the best you're going to do that next whatever you're going to do. And that's what you do. And then you get some more rest. And then you're ready for Monday. You know what I mean? Do it 5, do it again. Because it's going to come. Monday is coming. You know, no matter what, Friday coming and Monday coming.
But we both work in, you know what I'm saying, the hospitality industry.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, when I always tell, working in the hospitality industry is so different. It's not a cookie cutter position.
No.
Every day is not the same. You don't know who you know what I'm saying, you don't know who you're going to, you know what I'm saying, encounter.
Let me tell you.
You don't know what guests you're going to encounter.
You know what I'm saying? They, you know, some of these people. I mean, people. You know, it's funny that we talk about people and stuff and how putting good things in the world. You know, I put a smile on people's face every day. That's what I want to do, and that's what I try to do.
You change somebody's life.
You know what I mean? But
do you believe that?
I do. And
there you go.
Yeah, but people, I just can't understand how people just, you know, I don't understand how I can open up a door for you and you don't even say thank you. You don't even acknowledge that I did that. Like, you know those doors just didn't, those doors are just whooped open by themselves. You know what I mean? They didn't just open and you can walk through them. You know what I mean? No, they weren't electric. They were somebody manually opened up these big doors for you, and you didn't even think to say thank you or even acknowledge the person. It's like, really?
It's okay.
I just say you're welcome.
Exactly, it's okay. That's how I'm looking. It's okay.
I just don't understand how you so busy in your life or your time that you don't even think or look. You know what I mean? And
this is the answer. Have you ever been so busy in your life, you know what I'm saying, you forgot how to be, you know what I'm saying, appreciative? You have never been a busy.
No, I have not gonna say I never have been. I don't recall it.
Okay.
Now when I recall it,
let me be the first to say it.
Yeah,
I've been at times, you know what I'm saying, in my life, you know what I'm saying, I've got so caught up in me where I forgot, you know what I'm saying, how just to be appreciative and to thank, you know what I'm saying, God, or to thank, you know what I'm saying, yeah, definitely thank God, you know what I'm saying, for what I have.
Totally, yes,
as well as
yes.
And and right then and there, that's how they do it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, some people do it on purpose, and they don't be on purpose. Because sometimes they're so busy, you know what I'm saying, or whatever they might be going on today, that they forget at the end of the day. And I look at it like this, you know what I'm saying? I have been busy, I've been caught up, you know what I'm saying, in me, you know what I'm saying, in pastimes as well. In pastimes that I'm so caught up in me that I forgot, you know what I'm saying, to appreciate what I have. Because we're always seeking that we want more. It's nothing wrong with wanting more, but it's something wrong with more having you. As well as that, I celebrate everybody that have all the tangible stuff, and you know what I'm saying, whatever you whatever La Vida Loca, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying, you got this, you got that. There's nothing wrong with having that, but there's always something wrong with the things having you, because you're always going to seek to want more at the end of the day, and there's nothing wrong with having more. Please get all you can get at the end of the day, because we only live this life once.
And you live the best one.
You know what I'm saying? Make this the best life you have. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Come on, you know what the new rich is today? It's not even tangible stuff. The new rich is happiness.
That's
People,
the new rich.
That's the new rich.
That's the new rich.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the new rich is happiness. Most people are not happy. Most people, I can truly say I'm happy.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing you
The
can
new
say.
rich is happy.
The
Are you
new
happy?
rich is happy.
Look at this. People got crazy because me and my lady start posting pictures. Posting pictures.
I know.
And it has so much to say.
I know.
At the end of the day, you upset because we post pictures? This is real life. I'm happy. This is what happiness look like. I'm celebrating love. I'm celebrating happiness. You should do it too. You know what I'm saying? Instead of worrying about what I'm doing, take that same energy, turn it around, and make yourself happy. Because I'm not thinking about you at the end of the day. And you have to look at it from that perspective.
That's what it's
about.
You know what I'm
saying? I look at it like this, you know what I'm saying? My things is, you know what I'm saying, and she knows it. My children are first.
Like somebody said to me one day, you can't be happy every day. You can't be smiling every day. And say, yeah, not every day. I mean, I do every day, but there's some when I'm not smiling, you know that I'm not smiling.
Exactly, you know, I try to be smiling, but some days I'm just like.
Some days you got to be able to have a day. Every now and then you have to have a day.
It's funny,
Most times I take it off, but I don't like taking off. I don't like calling out because it's somebody means they're gonna be short one guy. Somebody else got to come in and do my job. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a big thing for everybody else. You know what I mean? I don't want to mess up the monopoly. So I just go into work anyway and try to do my best
baby, facts.
at smiling. You know what I mean? And do my best at the work. You know, most people know I'm not having a good day, and even some of my guests, my regulars know, like, hey, what's up with you today? You know what I mean? Like, cause you're not, you know what I mean? But I'm still smiling and I'm still being me. But it's like it's not the level.
It's not the level.
It's not the 110 that you're probably like a 75, 80 today. You know what I mean?
You know, my boss said to me today. You know what I'm saying? And he dumped me out. I should have knew this word. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
It happens.
I feel like I should have knew this word.
It happens, though.
He said, man, the Calvinisms. He said, man, you and the Calvinisms. I said, what? Do you know what that means? Tell me what that means.
Yeah, the things that you say all the time.
And I looked at him like, he said, you always say as well as that.
Wait, hold on, wait. So when I said, oh, I know what that is, he gonna make me like I'm trying. Well, if you know what it is, then tell me, because I think you know. So I make me look stupid on camera. You see this, right?
I want to see.
You see.
I want to pull your coat. He said, you know what he said? He said, man, you got some sayings.
You do.
He said he was like this, as well as that, and champion, and captain. End of the day. You know?
Somebody said that last week.
Thank you, champ. I appreciate you tuning in, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yes. Wait, where was that? Because we had, because we went on to something. You started joking and I
about
forgot.
Calvinisms?
Yeah, but what were we talking about before that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I wish you could rewind, but.
You know, I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, being happy.
That's
what it is.
That's what it is.
Having bad days.
Exactly.
Everybody can have bad days, but you can't wake up every day with a bad day.
You can't.
Every day can't be a bad day.
It can't be. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know what I'm saying? Take the platform that you have right here. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could have did this.
Just be good people to each other. That's all I'm asking.
Come on. That's what
this is what this show was about. Reality sucks.
Reality sucks is about reality.
Be good, but be good to each other. And maybe this reality sucks to be turned into reality good.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? That sounds good though.
You know what I mean? Because this is what, we can change the name of the show once we do what we all got to do. I mean, that's what this is all about.
And you know what the thing about it is, you know what I'm saying? Tom and his wife, they tune in.
Oh yeah, they called us after the show last week.
They called us after the show.
FaceTime us after the show.
They FaceTime after the show, and they're watching the show all the way in California, LA,
Los Angeles, Caramel, and Los Angeles.
You know they're watching
and
the
in
show.
Tom.
Come on.
Hey now.
People are watching us as well as
Yeah.
that because they're curious what we have to say. People
But
in
yeah.
Maryland are curious. People that even spoke to me.
But I want you guys to do it. I want you guys to start putting out in the world what you want to do.
Exactly.
You know, what you want to see different. And when something bad is happening, don't stand by and watch it. Say
Come on,
something.
what's going on, baby?
I mean, I know sometimes we always say sometimes it's none of my business. You know what I mean?
But make it your business.
But make it your business, because I mean, there's something that we can always try to do.
Thirsty.
Oh, you just missed it, Ann. We just talked about you guys.
We were just talking about you, Tom and Ann.
But yeah, you got to
You gotta
what I was saying.
make it be better.
Be better and try to do better with other, you know.
Let me ask you a question though. Do you believe if you know better, you'll be better?
Yeah.
I disagree.
I was talking to two guys.
That's a false statement.
You just
That's a
answered the
false
question.
statement. You know that, right?
This is exactly what I was telling the guys today at work. One of my other guys, Kenny, who works at one of my other department stores around the corner from me, and I know him because he worked at J.
Steve, what's going on, champ?
Years ago.
my
And,
brother
you know,
from the
we're
core.
talking about the show, and we're talking about how, you know, we need to be better. You know what I mean? We need to be better with each other first, and how we reach the masses, and how we're going to reach the masses. You know what I mean? And how we reach the masses is, whoever's tuning in right now, if you tell 2 or 3 of your friends, like, hey, there's a good show that's out there that I've been watching, and I know the people that's watching doing the show.
Take the Trinity Challenge.
Come watch
The
watch
Trinity
the show.
Challenge. Tell 3 people.
We can do the reality sucks challenge.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Take the
Next
Trinity
week,
3
you gotta tell 3 people to. Tom wants to guest host. All right, Tom.
Yeah, we want you to be the guest host.
You
know
tell.
what I'm saying?
We're
It's
gonna do
be
a
great.
reality hashtag reality sucks. What'd you say?
The Trinity Challenge.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the reality.
The
sucks
reality challenge. The reality challenge.
sucks
The reality sucks challenge.
Yeah.
Tell
So
3
you gotta
people.
tell 3 people this week about the show. People that you know.
People
that,
are watching this, Tom.
People that you
People
know
that's not even
that are
my
not
friends.
watching
Stop putting
it, but
everything
that
on
people
public.
that should be watching it say, hey, these guys got something good, and I think they're trying to change something about us and what we were trying to do in this world.
We're not putting our middle finger up.
You know what I mean?
We're not, you know what I'm saying, using them saying, we're not just doing all that.
So,
Don't you
heck on it.
say it? Talk middle finger?
No, we're talking. So no.
I'm listening.
Things just go through my mind. I just want to talk about it. But
Okay.
no. Back to this. So reality sucks challenge. 3 people. You got to tell 3 people. Now those 3 people have to tune in, and you have to tell us that you told 3 people, so that we'll know. I mean, it's got to be a way so that we can really do this. Because I think that if we do this and we start reaching out to everybody, because the masses has to see what is going on. You know what I mean? Because if the masses don't see it, then us that are tuning in, we already got it. That's why we're tuning in. This is why we like the show. This is why we're doing the show. Because we know good people. We know people that are tuning in. Most people that are tuning in. You know what I mean? Whether it be from 5 or 10 years ago. But we're talking about people. You were talking about people doing basic stuff earlier.
Yeah, basic.
My girlfriend came in from Hong Kong
Okay,
today,
she came from
and I
Hong
was
Kong.
hanging,
Okay,
I was
Hong Kong?
hanging out with her today.
Bad dude, yeah.
And she was saying to me,
Fucking right there.
we're talking about some people that, you know what I mean, there's a wedding on Sunday, and I know these people for,
I'm in 2 weddings.
no, I wasn't even fucking invited.
No, but I'm in
She's
2
my
weddings.
friend.
I got 2 weddings to go
That's
to.
awesome.
But
I
that-
wasn't even invited.
Shit. You know what
And
I'm
I
saying?
even asked her, she told me somebody else wasn't invited. You know, I was like, that's crazy. I mean, I known her for 12 years, or 10 years almost, or longer. And and I always say people, we always want to say, we're too busy to hang out, we're too busy to see people, you're too busy to call people, you're too busy to do that. And we were saying to each other, you make time for people you want to see.
That's very
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's very true.
You don't. There's no limit on when you want to see. You know what I mean? You make time for people you want. If you don't want to see them, you don't want to talk to them. You won't talk to them. You won't call them, and you won't hang out with them. That's just how it is. You can make up any excuses you want to. It's just like life. You can make up any excuse you want to because things ain't going your way. But if you really want something to happen, it can happen. It's just up to you. Because I always do my part in friendships and all that, and people always want to give me the bad part of the relationship, and I always be like, oh. But why the hell is this not happening? You know what I mean? Is it me? And it's like, no, it's not you. It's the person. Now you just have to let them be who the hell they are.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you, champion.
Because I could have been been a bad person, like texting a person like, hey, why you didn't invite me to your wedding? You know what I mean? I've been there. But I was gonna do that because this is not it. You know what I mean? You haven't reached out, and I haven't reached out either because I just saw it. I was the one reaching out all the time. I reach out to everybody. This is what I do because I don't, believe in that.
You
But then
can't
once you
you
start
can't
to
extend yourself for so
drift
far,
away
son.
from my, you start to not answering the text or not even, to answer.
But so what do you think about that?
I don't think nothing. I let it, it's water off the back.
Is it really?
Yeah, because that's what it is. I just had to let it off. I just wanted to just talk about
Okay.
it.
I just wanted to ask.
Because I was talking about it with her today, and that's
Good
what made
stuff.
me bring it up.
But my
That stop, this basic stuff. it's all this basic stuff, you know what I mean, that people are talking about. People are being basic, you know what I mean, especially, you know, your battery just died. It's okay, but we still on. People are being basic, so it's just like you gotta let stuff go and just do what you want to do and be the best you can be. Because, you know, you can be mad at you know, whoever next door about whatever they got and what they doing, but they doing something, you know what I mean? What you doing? You sitting here complaining about what they doing better. You know what I mean? Or what they ain't doing, you know what I mean? It's just, come on. No, put that energy into yourself. I mean, rather sit around and talk about everybody else and what they ain't doing and what they are doing. I mean, put it into yourself. I mean, because they're already doing it. I mean, now you need to do it.
I agree with
you
you
know
100%.
You watch, you know, like we were talking about earlier. You just watch all these rappers and all these, you know, you want to live that life, you want to be that, but you know, they don't live that life. I mean,
That's
they
very
may
true.
have lived that life before they got where they at, but they ain't living that life now. Most of them have never lived that life.
That's
They're
very
just
true.
writing about it.
That's very
You know
true.
what I mean? Writing about what
They're
they
great
heard or what they
storytellers.
saw. You know what I mean? Great storytellers. So, I mean, you know, think about what you're going to start liking and being interested in. You know what I mean? Because they already have it and they haven't lived it. You know what I mean? Now you have to wake up every day and live your life.
I agree, Tom.
You know what I mean? Because they have it. They're going to get up and do their thing tomorrow. They're going to do it the next day. Now you got to do yours.
I agree, brother.
You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? And that's just where, you know, because you was talking about
Listen.
reality, you know, the television, the Instagram and all that pertaining to your life. It's like, no, you know what I mean? That's not, you know, Instagram should be about posting positive stuff.
Exactly, and that's the thing about
you know
it.
what I
Should be
about
about posting positive
and
stuff.
not somebody booty clapping.
And all
you know,
that
somebody
other
in
crazy
their-
stuff,
their
booty
bathing
clapping and
suit
throwing your
all
middle
that,
finger
you know what I
up
mean?
and
It's
all
just
this
like,
other
come on,
crazy stuff.
You know, I'm like, come on, you know, nobody on, you know, it's funny that my page, I have none of that.
I delete them.
I have no
I delete them.
but I have no negative stuff. You know, I have pictures of people. I have pictures
No,
of
when the people
mostly
people
art.
start doing it, I delete them, Tom.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Start doing. I don't even see it.
The people
That's
I'm
funny.
saying that start doing stuff like that and posting all this stuff that is still derogatory. You know what I'm saying? I don't get mad at them.
No, you
And that's your
delete
life.
them.
But I don't have to follow you.
You don't. You don't
I
have
don't
to be a
have
part
to
of it.
say be
part of it.
partakers of what you're doing. You get deleted quick. You're like, okay, I'm not knocking you. Do what you want to do.
And,
But I don't want to be
you
part
think
of
you're
it.
better than me? Yes, I am better than you because I
And,
didn't get
there's
into
nothing
that.
wrong with being that way. Are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Alright.
right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we like to sugarcoat things. You're like, no, I don't feel I'm better than you, but I'm doing better things. Man, what is that? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm not a better because we both breathe the same air. We both have the same blood. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm better, but what is
Go
that?
ahead. And said I deleted 30 people yesterday.
Exactly, right? Delete them quick.
Love it. But yeah, I mean, yeah. What you were saying?
I deleted them.
I mean,
I deleted them. That's
no,
what
but
I'm saying.
and that's the thing, you know, people, you know, you give, people just want to take, and then once you stop giving, they don't even try to take no more, you know what I mean? And that's, you know, this
Because you know what people do?
feelings.
People exhaust the relationship.
People's feelings, that's what people are talking about, you know. Once you become an adult after 30 years old, you know, your feelings got to become, you know, like hard.
What? Hard?
Yeah, because, you know what I mean, people, you know, after 30, people, your feelings going to be hurt.
Of
After
course.
30, you know what I mean?
Your feelings
But
gonna be
you
hurt.
gotta-
Your
but
feelings
you
gonna be
gotta-
hurt at 20.
But you got to grow, no, but you, after, you know, 20, you still hurt, you may cry a little bit. 30, you need to grow up and you need to fucking just take
And
it.
don't cry no more.
And don't cry no more. And then listen, no, and I'm saying,
That's
if
bullshit.
somebody hurt my feelings, right?
I'm a cry, man.
I'm gonna cry. A little, yeah, you might.
little
you
bit.
might-
I'm a
you
big
might
guy,
wanna
but I'm
go
a
in
cry
a room,
hand.
Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do.
a
But
little bit. You never
but
got
with
hurt
that
really
being,
bad?
yeah, but I'm saying after 30, 35, it's like the,
That
you know,
doesn't
the
make
small
sense.
little, the small little things that used
Now
to
you're
hurt
gonna say
you.
it's small.
Because there's certain things that hurt feelings, and that's the okay, like
Like what?
you don't want to tell somebody the truth. You know what I
What's the
mean?
truth?
Like
What?
how can I? Well, I can't. I can't put it as an
Like, you know what I'm
example.
saying? You're in a relationship with a friend, as well as that. It's a friend.
Yeah,
I'm talking about a friend
right.
relationship.
And rather
And you know what?
and
You know
rather
what?
than and rather than say to the person,
Like, listen, I think you're very negative. I think you do a lot of projecting.
Right.
At the end of the day, and this is how I feel. At the end of the day, these are my feelings. This is how I feel. I don't want to keep having this conversation with you because we are too old. At the end of the day, I feel you do a lot of projecting, you gossip too much, and you need to, you know what I'm saying, you need to fall back to what you're doing. I don't mind being in a friendship with you, but I want to be partakers of what you're
That,
doing. At the
right.
end of the day,
That's what I mean
We
by
are
that.
friends,
That's
but
what I
this
mean by
right
that.
here is
That's what I mean
causing
by
a
that. And
division in
people-
our friendship.
and people
if
don't
this
know how-
hurts your friend, hurts, you know what I'm saying, what I'm saying to you, then I don't know what to say.
And then people
but this
don't
is
know
how I feel.
And people don't know how to.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
But people don't know how to say, okay, let me think about that. let me think of another way that we can, we can still be friends, and I don't have to have that happen. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because
Don't worry,
there's always things that you can do to fix a problem if you want to fix it.
If you want to fix
If
it.
you want to fix it, and that's the thing. If you don't want to fix it, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to fix it, there's a way to fix it. It's about how you want to fix it. You know what I mean? People always talk about walking on shelves with people's feelings,
I don't walk on
and you
shelves.
can't talk to people. You know what I mean? Like at work, you know what I mean? We working.
That's one thing I don't work in. I told him for this. I told him I'm too old to walk on eggshells.
You work in an
That's how I
environment where you
feel.
can't tell people,
I'm
you know what I mean?
40 plus, and
Like,
I'm
you
walking
can't
on
tell people
eggshells.
how you feel. It's like, no, you can't say
I'm
that.
not gonna
I'm
be
like,
disrespectful.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
No, you don't be disrespectful, like
You try not to be.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're a fucking asshole. You know, so we ain't gonna do that.
All right, so I got an perfect example today. So for the last month, I've been working at my place of business for the last month for doubles on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Because one of my guys went on vacation, I told him I don't want to work 6-7 days for the week. I just let me do mine and take care of it during the week so I can have my weekends off. So for the last 2 weeks, there's this building beside me that's been moving because they turned this part into a hotel and stores and all that, and they've been moving out stuff between 4 and let's say 9 p.m., maybe 10. Past 2 weeks, they've been coming down parking, and in my parking we have a loading zone. It says no parking, hotel loading zone,
Okay.
no standing. They've been coming down parking halfway in my loading zone, halfway out of my loading zone, so that disrupts my guests coming in and coming out and all that. I never said anything because I said they know. I said they know them once, and I said they didn't say nothing else. So for the past 2 weeks, they've been doing it. Now today, they come, basically the busiest time of my day, they come and do the same thing today, and I told them no. And I have my owners there, and I said no, his driver, I told him to pull up. You know what I mean? Don't let him park here.
Good for him.
So the guy comes out and he's like, oh, you know what I mean, why? And I was like, no, because you've done this for the last 2 weeks. Oh, not me. I said, you were working with his trucks. I seen you drive his truck every day. No, it wasn't me. And I said, I got a camera. I got a camera right here. I can show you that you've been up every day. He's still going to argue with me that it's not him, not me. And I'm like, you've been in with these, you work with the company, right? And say, yeah. I said, well, you guys have been here for the past, and I've seen you for the past 2 weeks, and I can show you that I've seen you for the past 2 weeks. Oh, no, not me. And they wouldn't give me this problem. So my owner came on and said, hey, Ty, what can you do, to try to, man? I was like, I got to take care of this problem. But this is what I'm saying, you know what I mean? People are going to do, either you can just own up to what you just did, because I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, I'm just trying to tell you what you're doing wrong.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I would have said that, okay, since it's not true, you're here now. So what I need you to do, I need you, I'm saying, you not to do this. Since you're right here, and I'm telling you now.
But tomorrow they're going to do the same thing.
Okay, but I need you to do this because if you continue to do this, I'm going to tell you call. And I'm not going to keep going through that. And I'm going to resolve it. I'm going to tell you call. Tell me what you prefer. Do you want me talk to you?
They'll tell you. They'll tell you. Tell McCarter. I don't care.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. No worries. I'm calling them right now. Enjoy your day. Boom. That's the end of the conversation with me. I don't have that because I don't have time to converse back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? About something that's so minute and so immature. It's a waste of my time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is the thing I can't do.
I
I can't do, the small little things that people get upset about. I can't do.
Oh, snap.
You know what I mean? I gotta let this. I know. I got to look at the small. We gotta let the small things go. You know what I mean? The small things don't really matter. It's the big stuff that matter. You know what I mean? That's another thing. You gotta let this little small stuff go, and just deal with the big stuff, because the big stuff is what changes the world.
I agree with you, Ty. Your voice is getting so low right now. What's going on?
I know, because we're about to close out, guys. We got hours. We've done enough talking tonight.
And we appreciate you.
We thank you guys for joining in. We're sorry for cows going out. Got people on this one, so hopefully you guys, we gotta start connecting each other with our page so that we can get people that are watching.
Right.
Because that way they can watch either.
Yeah, what, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, what I need, you know what I'm saying? All that
because they're gonna be
and
missed the
stuff like
last
that.
10 minutes of the show.
All right.
But thank you guys for tuning in.
I appreciate you. I'm
see
Amazing
you
Cal.
next
This is
Wednesday
Ty.
or Thursday?
Thursday. This is Ty, the
Next
Classic
Thursday
Man.
at 7:30. This is Ty, the Classic Man. I got my boy
But
Amazing
the
Cal.
Thursday after that, I won't be here. I'll be in Charlotte.
That's cool.
So we'll do it on that Wednesday. My daughter's birthday is the 25th on Monday.
Holla, happy
You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, little Collins.
Little Star.
Holla, Star Collins.
Exactly. We love you, Doodle Baby.
All right, guys. Have a good night. As I always say, be good to yourself so you can be good to everybody else around you and in the world. All right, put good out in the world. It'll come back. We'll see you guys in a week. You guys have a good week and be good to each other. Peace out.
Good stuff.